Hi everyone, my name is PB. You may, if you've been on this channel before, have seen some of my other content to do with Degenesis. And I guess if you're looking at the title of the video or looked at the thumbnail, you'll know this is a video to do with Degenesis. I've done one unboxing before. It was a bit of a rambling mess. This one's almost certainly going to be another rambling mess because I don't have a script or anything, and I'm not a professional YouTuber. So I'm going to try and do those like chapter things at the bottom so you can skip ahead. First of all, I just want to kind of talk for anyone who's happened upon this video and isn't familiar with Degenesis or just doesn't really know what it is. Degenesis is a tabletop role-playing game made by the German studio SixMoreVodka. It is free to play, so please do check it out on degenesis.com. It is a fantastic tabletop role-playing game, even before it was free to play. Personally, I've bought all of the source books because I want to support them. Yeah, they are the highest production value genuinely I've ever seen in a tabletop role-playing game. That's not to put shade on other ones. There are other fantastic production values in other tabletop role-playing games, but the art in this book or these books is just on another level. And the world, the setting of it is one of the most enticing of the various tabletop role-playing games I've ever played. And its gameplay is also really, really unique, I feel, and hits hard. The combat is crunchy and fast-paced and brutal. And the game also encourages you to play in other ways because it doesn't really reward XP in the same way that most games do. So you end up, getting kind of equally rewarded by your game master if you talk your way out of a situation than if you fight your way through a situation. So if you clicked on this video, you probably know that the reason why I'm doing this video is because I'm doing another unboxing because I acquired a copy of the Stealth Edition. So Degenesis put out a stream a couple of months ago now, kind of talking about the roadmap for the future, and they also announced some limited edition versions of the original books. And I don't own any physical copies of the Degenesis books because I play pretty much all of my tabletop role-playing games online these days. As people get older and get more and more responsibilities, it's harder and harder to schedule something in person. So I didn't own the physical books. I owned the digital books, but they've gone free to play, which I think is awesome, and I really wanted to support that. And also, it was a limited edition run. They've done a bunch of different books, but I saw the Stealth Edition and kind of knew I had to get it. So I'm just going to do an unboxing of that. Final thing, I guess, because some people I know are subscribed to this channel because they discovered the Degenesis video, or the Degenesis videos that I've done, the streams that I used to do, and maybe wondering, if I'm such a big fan, why I haven't done another one. It's purely just trying to schedule something like that. Sometimes it's like herding cats, and I have played it off stream since those campaigns ended due to player commitments, but yeah, I haven't had the chance to get together another stream group. I do have an idea. I really want to run another campaign. It's just about finding the right time and the right group. But that might be something that might be on this channel soon, because I do want to actually start putting out some more of the content that I play in my personal life. I'd like to kind of share more of that with you guys. Anyways, unfortunately, both of those campaigns ran short, but I would love to do them again one day. So, without further ado, if you click the chapters bit, this is the actual unboxing bit. Let's unbox this. I'm going to try not to show my address because I don't want to have to do any blurring. But you never know. Side note, by the way, big shout out to SixMoreVodka's customer services line. When I got the ticket or the email come through saying that this was on its way to me, I looked at it and for some reason something had gone wrong and FedEx had basically cancelled the order. And this was the day that the order was kind of sent out. Fired off an email to the support within a day, or less than a day really, a couple of hours. SixMoreVodka had come back to me and managed to sort it out, and it was on its way to me, and I got it 3 or 4 days later. So yeah, really, really good customer service. As I say, I've bought the digital versions of all their books, which have always been kind of flawless in terms of receiving them. You just get an instant download link. But I've also I bought the game screen from them, which I'm not gonna lie, I think that's still at my parents' place from back when I was staying with them for a bit. I don't think I've moved it to my flat. And then also I bought a t-shirt from them, which is in the wash at the moment, which is why, well, not in the wash, it's on the drying rack, which is why I'm not wearing it. But so I bought other stuff from them, and it's always been great as well. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to give them a shout out that was really, really quick and speedy customer service as well. Okie doke. Got the box open. Ooh, that's heavy. So, there it is. It is currently in plastic wrap. So, as I say, they did a bunch of different limited runs. And the limited runs were kind of different designs for the front cover. The Stealth Edition one's kind of, I guess, paler inspired. And which is one of the cults in Degenesis, and it's kind of this black and silver motif, which was really, really cool. I'd already bought it at that point. They announced it, they showed it off, and I went, I'm getting that for myself. I'm going to treat myself. Then they revealed it glows in the dark. I don't think it's dark enough right now. I've tried to like black out my windows a bit, but I'm filming this at 5:30 local time, and I've got a giant window just over there that I do have curtains, but they're like whitish curtains, so I don't think I'm blocking much light from coming in. And then obviously I've also got these lights on, but I can try turning them off. Anyways, there it is. Slightly better lighting. Now it's not got the plastic wrap on it. This is just the actual case surrounding the two books. So, again, I guess for anyone who isn't familiar, Degenesis' core game is split into two books. You've got Primal Punk and you've got Catharsis. It's been a while since I've read through these books, so I'm going to try and remember this. Primal Punk, I believe, is the book about the lore, and Catharsis is the book about the rules, I think is the way around it goes. So this is Primal Punk. Really, really nice kind of design on the front. As I say, it's kind of paler inspired design. I think it's paler inspired. It looks paler to me. If it's not intentionally that and it's just kind of cool stealth, then apologies. And then the actual pages themselves are black, and then you got this kind of red motif going through it as well for the kind of, if memory serves, these pages are white in the PDF version or the generic version. They've been turned into red. You've got a map of the game world. Ooh. You've got a map of the game world at the beginning. So the Degenesis is kind of set all around kind of Western Europe and a little bit of Eastern Europe and Africa. That's where kind of the entire game is based. So no America, no real Asia at this point. Doesn't mean that they won't never be in the game. It's just that basically the stories they're currently telling are set in that part of the world, which is kind of cool. And so Degenesis is designed so that you can tell your own stories, but they also have their ongoing story, which is really, really well written. I have played a bunch of different adventure modules for different tabletop role-playing games before, and a lot of them are fine, but I prefer homebrew 99% of the time. Degenesis was one of the... I was reading In Thy Blood, which was the one that we ended up not finishing on both of the campaigns that I've streamed. But I remember reading through In Thy Blood and being like, holy shit, this is a cool story. This is like a really cool and engaging setup. And I've read the other ones, but haven't had the joy of playing them just yet. So yeah, I mean, in terms of print quality, it's pretty immaculate. It's got that new book smell as well, which is lovely. Some of the artwork. So this is one of my favorite pieces. I feel like the shine from the paper on my lights is not a great combo. But this is one of my favorite pieces, which is an image of the Reapers below. The idea being is like this giant crack in the earth from the tectonic plates. So Degenesis is set after, in part, lots of things happened to Earth, but in part one of them was a bunch of asteroids collided with Earth. So the landscape is incredibly messed up, and the Reapers below is one of those really cool, like, just you could picture it in a movie or something, just being this massive reveal set piece. It's gorgeous to see some of this artwork as well, just like taking up a full page. So Scrapper from Borka, and yeah, getting to see it in print quality, because you know, looking at digital art on a screen is great, but it's a lot like looking at photography. If you see it in high print quality, it's just a whole other thing. But yeah, I mean, honestly, this was mainly just to have as a collector's item. I plan to use it. How was it squeaking against the other book? I plan to use it, but I've already read through these books many a times, so. But just the art direction of this book to begin with was gorgeous, but then, yeah, I think this black and red combo is really beautiful as well. And they say it glows in the dark, although I don't think it's dark enough. Maybe I'll edit this video and see how dark it gets before I finish the video, and maybe just tack this on at the end. So that's Primal Punk, and as I say, I think Primal Punk is lore. I'm just going to check the credit contents even. Yeah, so this is the lore, and then you've got Catharsis, which is all of your rules. Similar sort of size. Again, you've got that same kind of motif going through. And this one outlines all of your different cults in rules, so you kind of use the two to correspond to each other. So the Primal Punk will give you a lot of information about the different cults, which are kind of like your different organizations, and they define how your character kind of plays. And then this one gives you kind of the rules around it. And then you've also got, at the back of it, you've got the section of all horrible things to the Game Masters, which is my favorite bit, of course, is that to bring the horrible things to bear down on your players. But yeah, I don't know. And it comes with a character sheet at the back as well. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot to say, but at the same time, I've read through these, so I'm not gonna I'm just finding myself flicking through it right now. So I feel like I've not got a lot to say, but I also feel like I've got more to say, but I can't think of what to say. So I might just make this a short and sweet video instead of making it a lengthy one like when I got my lightsaber. But if these glow in the dark, later on I'll film it and add it to it. So yeah, the Degenesis Stealth Edition collector's item, limited run. I don't know if they've got any left, to be honest with you, so I'm not going to tell you that you can go and buy them on the store now. But what you can do, if you haven't already, if you're new to Degenesis, or if you're new to tabletop role-playing in general, Degenesis is completely and utterly free to play. Every single one of the books is, looking at the preview, you can tell I don't do this very often. Hello there. Every single one of the books is currently completely and utterly free to download off of their website. You can donate to them to help support them. They also have a roadmap, and the more donations they get to that, the more content gets released. So we get cooler books, the more that people spend towards supporting the game. It's all ran by a very small but very kind of immaculate quality studio, and an incredibly passionate fan base. So I would really strongly recommend, if you haven't checked out the games, to check them out. You don't have to spend a single penny to get started, so there's really no reason not to. But genuinely, you know, I think in general the tabletop role-playing game space can be expensive, because these are difficult products to make, but the amount of time that they give you, the amount of enjoyment they give you is, you know, I don't know, 40 quid, 60 quid, whatever, for a role-playing game book is comparable to 60 quid on a video game, but you can easily get far more hours and far more enjoyment out of a tabletop role-playing game, in my opinion. And that's not to belittle video games. I'm a massive video gamer as well, but I'm saying that I think that they are worth the money that they are usually charging for these sorts of games. So then to take, arguably, in my opinion, one of the best out there in terms of production quality and in terms of just enjoyability, and make it free to play so it's accessible to everyone, is amazing. So I would really, really strongly recommend checking out degenesis.com. Just have a, if you're not sure that if you've not played the game before and you've not been exposed to the game before, and so you're not sure whether you want to kind of download a bunch of free books and read through them, just read through the content they got on their website. I guarantee you'll be hungering for more pretty quickly. And yeah, that's kind of all I have to say. This is probably a very crappy video because I was not looking in the camera for 90% of it. I remembered at the beginning, and then as soon as I actually started looking at the book, I forgot. Also, it's just a rambling dude who's a big fan of the game. So, I don't know if anyone's going to enjoy this, but I enjoyed making it. I enjoy the game. I enjoy having a physical copy finally, and it being a cool limited runners, which makes it extra special. Okay. Thank you everyone for watching. If you like this video, neat. Have a good one. Bye. Hi. I'll just say right at the end of the video, I was impatient, so I put my my blanket over the books to test the glow in the dark. It does glow in the dark. It's not going to be enough to pick up on camera though, so I'm not going to be able to show you, but it does glow in the dark. It's mainly the title, so.